Hey, what is going on there YouTube? This is Robert and today I am bringing you some Supreme, why did I do that? Some Supreme news anyway for this week, which is going to be week 9 of the spring-summer season. So yeah, today we had the update of a collaboration, and in short we're just going to get straight into it and go over it, and that's going to be about it. So yeah, I was going to go over it directly when it dropped, but I've just left it a little bit of time just to see some other people's opinions, and just before I give a straight like instinctive yes or no or bad or good type of thing to it. So yeah, let's just get straight into this anyway. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Now, we were expecting like a Thrasher collaboration, but instead we've got this, which is South2 West8, which as you can see is a Japanese brand specializing in fishing. And yeah, it's based in Hokkaido. There's not really a ton for me to get into. A lot of the other things that they have are to do with like hunting and things like that. But yeah, it's mainly fishing or fly fishing, and yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. Now, there are going to be a lot of pieces in this collection, so just be ready for that. I will more so go over the pieces that I like than the pieces that I don't like, but yeah, it's very vibrant. The one thing that I will say though for it, or in relation to it, is that a lot of the pieces are quite standard for the brand. So Supreme isn't really bringing like a ton to the table except for their name in the end. But yeah, very vibrant pieces, and overall, like, I like it. I think that it's a cool collection or collaboration as an overall. And yeah, they've got a couple of pieces like the fleece that I'm like, oh, that's nice. But a fleece during this time of year, not the greatest to be picking up. But yeah, a long sleeve as well, which is really nice. And yeah, as you can see, a lot of pictures, and then you've got the fishing. So like, yeah. So the first piece is going to be a River Trek jacket. Now, personally, the colorway in this, I'm not too much of a big fan of. However, some of the just standard like black colorways are a bit better, but I do think that it is quite cool that it's very different to the normal sort of like camo look or tree look that you normally get with pieces. But yeah, I think that it is like, it's a cool little collaboration. A lot of people aren't too much of a fan, but that's standard with it at the end of the day. Now, obviously what happens with this piece is that you can basically take the hood and sleeves off of it so that it ends up like this, which, yeah, I mean, that's very cool that it's got that. And yeah, I definitely think that the black colorway is more of just a cleaner look for it, but at the same time, like, multi isn't bad. It gives me like a throwback almost of the North Face collaboration that we had from Spring Summer 20, it might be, where they had this very like vibrant all over pieces and pieces of this sort of nature. So yeah, but that's how it looks overall, and it's cool. This, when I first saw this, I'll be honest, it really hurt my eyes, the Bush Parker, because yeah, it just does. It really hurts my eyes, like it really throws them off. It really is a very vibrant piece, but as you can see, it's obviously just a parka and is what it is. In my mind, the obvious like use for it is just going to be for keeping bugs and flies and things out of your face, and yeah, it's very standard and simple. This just looks very wild and crazy, but then again, it could look quite cool up like close in person. But yeah, it's not my favorite piece out of the collaboration, but I mean, it is a cool little piece in the end. From there, we move on to the Bush Vest, the exact same thing, just very almost see-through, or it is see-through in the end. And yeah, with the pieces that are like this, they're not my favourite, but at the end of the day, they've got a lot of utility and things when it comes to fishing or fly fishing. As you can see, you've just got a lot of different pockets and places to put pieces that you need, or different items that you'll need when it comes to fishing. So yeah, it's got a lot of utility, and it's cool because of that. But again, not my favourite piece. That and the prior one, the sort of bush related pieces, aren't really what catch my eye. However, the fleece jacket, I really do like this piece, I'll be honest, I really do. Colorways, I mean, that's a really clean one, but colorways are a little bit out there with the middle one. It's almost like watermelon. You might be able to wear like that Air Max 1 watermelon with it, but definitely the black colorway and the yellow colorway I'm a massive fan of. I'm still like undecided on this. I'm very like indecisive when it comes to this one. It really, like, I don't know whether I love it or whether I'm borderline with it, but definitely the black colorway and the yellow, two of like my favorites with it. They're great, well, there are only 3 available, so I don't really have many options. But yeah, I know that a lot of people aren't going to be a fan of this collaboration. I understand that it is what it is at the end of the day, but for me it's like a refreshing one for them to have. I know that it's going to have a lot of people who don't like it, but I'm sure a lot of the pieces will grab people's attention and they will like them in the end. I really do think, I wish this was like a winter collaboration, because this piece is honestly great for that time of year, but for spring summer it's not the best timing. So yeah, we then have the pant, which is going to do the exact same thing as the jacket. You're just going to be able to take it to a pair of shorts, which yeah, it's very useful, very simple. And again, this colorway, I don't know whether I love it or whether it's, I don't know. I'm still undecided with it, but yeah, again, not my favorite thing in the world. I think the black colorway is just nice and simple. The multi is cool, but black colorway is just nice and simple. And yeah, we then move on to the belted pant. I'm not really much of a belted pant fan in the end, but I mean, some of the colorways like this look okay with it. That sort of hurts my eyes, but yeah. Obviously, we've got 4 colorways. I definitely think that this colorway and then just the standard black are the best 2 out of it. Black and white's okay, but I just think these 2 are just like the ones that stand out and look decent. We then have the bush pant to obviously match all of the other bush pieces. And yeah, again, that looks very see-through. Like, yeah, that's definitely is see-through on that one. But yeah, as an overall, I think that looks a lot better than the prior bush related piece. Maybe because it's on the pant, it might look a bit better for me, but yeah, it's still not in the top area for me. We have a long sleeve pocket tee coming out in this collaboration, which personally for me, I think is great. I just like it in general. Like, every colorway I think is great, and yeah, as an overall, I just think it is a great piece. Definitely the black colorway I think is one of the standout ones. The other colorways, you know, the middle 3 I think are good. I think that the white colorway is okay too, but the middle ones, I don't know. I think that when it comes to wearing them, the middle 3 will probably be worn quite a lot more than the black and the white colorway, but at the same time, simplicity can be key with pieces. But I definitely think this like watermelon colorway is really nice, especially for summertime or spring summertime or going into that time of year. I think it's great. And yeah, same sort of thing. I definitely think that maybe like the purple and the green are some of the better 2. Brown colorway is also really nice, but yeah, black colorway is always the standard. Same with the white colorway, it's always standard, but these middle 3 are a little different and I like that aspect to them. So yeah, we then have a heavy mesh game bag. Again, nice and simple. Colorway on the multi I think looks really cool. It just makes it a bit more fun than the standard black colorway. But yeah, we then move on to the jungle hat. This is actually one of my favorite pieces from this collaboration. I think that black colorway will probably end up doing the best because that's how it goes. But saying that, the multi colorway I think is just a cool one, and yeah, it's very different, and I think that it's cool because of that. It's obviously not a boonie. We all sort of relate it to a boonie. It's very close to a boonie, but it's a jungle hat in the end. But yeah, I really do like the multi in this, but black colorway is probably going to be the obvious choice for most, but that really sticks out and stands out for me. Bush balaclava is a no-go for me. It's not a great looking piece, so yeah, we can move on. We've got the bush tulip hat, which is the same sort of thing. I'm not really too much of a fan of it. Yeah, that's about it. To end off, we've got the Tenkara fishing rod. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be fly fishing because it doesn't look like it has the same sort of setup as a normal fishing rod would have in the end. So as of that, I'm pretty sure it is just for fly fishing. So we'll have to wait and see for what first and foremost the retail will be, and secondly for people having it in hand or seeing if they put like a promotional video out or something like that. Hopefully they do, so that we can see if some of the other pieces, like the bush pieces, are actually see-through or not, or whether you have to wear things underneath to cover up. But yeah, as an overall for me, the bush pieces aren't my favourite. Like, there are 4 of those, I believe. They're not my favourite. I'm not a fan of them. But other than that, the jacket, the pants are sort of okay, but then the long sleeve, the fleece, the jungle hat and the fishing rod are definitely the top pieces for me. Fishing rod's great, but I've seen people saying an expected retail of like 400 or 500, which I don't know. That's a lot. I wouldn't really expect them to charge that for it, but you never know at the end of the day. They've come out with so many like expensive accessories that we can't really estimate how they will like price things nowadays. But yeah, for me, I mean, it's a refreshing, different collaboration. I'm not a fan of that either. Not a fan of that. But yeah, definitely the jungle hat, the fishing rod, the long sleeve, and the fleece are mainly the pieces that I will keep my eye out for. Whether or not I end up going for something, I don't know. I really do actually like that middle colorway, but I don't know. I would really like the fishing rod, but at the same time, I feel like they might just price the retail into the heavens if they felt like it. But yeah, that's going to cover it anyway. As always, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Personally, for me, I think that it's just a refreshing thing to have. But like I said, I have looked into some of the pieces and I've seen people link things, and they are very similar. It is very similar to what they release as like a standard sort of item or items. So as of that, I really don't know, apart from the name and the brand and the audience, what Supreme are bringing to the table apart from those. Unless that's the reason for it, then yeah, it's a little bit difficult to ascertain the reasoning, because I don't know. Personally, for me, I can understand reaching out to a new audience, but I don't know. They're not really altering things too much, but at the same time, that sometimes isn't a bad thing. But anyway, I'm rambling on a little bit too much. Like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. Other than that, I hope that you have a good day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.